So drama, everybody. Now not even a day has been passed yet and we're seeing Dean Takashi, who actually went in, and this is a full-blown report he wrote. Okay, I read a little bit of it. It got me scratching my head, and I was like, okay, so this guy's straight up telling all the Call of Duty players to go kick rocks, go pound sand, and go play games like this. Got the inner Call of Duty player in me kind of low-key triggered, because obviously Black Ops 4 is not the game that we kind of expected. Modern Warfare trailer is looking absolutely stunning. Now Pixel said, and I quote, "I'm not saying games should be censored, but games should be censored." And he actually gives his own opinion. "It's rated M for a reason. It's not the responsibility of game developers or publishers to do a parent's job when it's the parents letting younger kids play games. Go burn a book somewhere else." Somebody give this man a Benjamin, okay? This man is the hero we need, but don't deserve. And seriously, before I go any further, before we escalate things, I want to say this is a video game. We're talking about video game. Take movies, for examples. They have a rating too. Movies, not real life. They might depict real life, and I'm all for them, just like I'm pretty sure this guy would be too. If you watch movies, you definitely want to see bigger and better movies that are, you know, immersive. This is the same thing, except that you can actually play it as well. It's a video game. Once again, it's a video game. And he says, "I'm not a book burner or a game burner. In 30 years of writing games, I have never said something like this." Damn. I'm raising the question for this one, and I'm saying they should drop these scenes. Literally, he's saying that. So guys, if you want the scenes to be dropped, smash a dislike on this video. If you are with the community, if you do not want these scenes to be dropped, smash a like. I want to know your opinions, and this would clearly send a big signal to Activision, because I don't want this game to be another Battlefield, okay? What happened with Battlefield 5, I do not want to see. And he says, "I am flagging this for parents to be aware of." Another, and I quote, "no Russian." Once again, that was a video game mission that you could have easily skipped, and it was part of the video game. You know, video games that are meant to be played 500 IQ, they are not real life, and you can totally be an awesome person in real life. I played so many video games when I was like a little Timmy. I played God of War. I felt bad about me. I still to this day kind of feel like, okay, I wish I was that young and could have just relived those memories, and I turned out to be okay. Obviously parents needs to do a better job and whatnot, but we're talking video games. If we're gonna call in for a censorship, then what about movies? What about this and that? And here things go out of hands. Okay, this is the article. Things go out of hands, so prepare. Don't get triggered if you're part of the Call of Duty department, or if you're part of the VIP lounge or 500 IQ department. Try not to get triggered. But, and I quote, "Call of Duty Modern Warfare impressions taken in a frightening direction." Damn. I have been a Call of Duty fan, so he started off with like saying that he is also a Call of Duty fan, so he want to avert a disaster. He knows what's coming his way, and I'm pretty sure he is coming from a good place. I respect his point of view, but I do not agree with him. He says, "I have been a Call of Duty fan from the first game in 2003, but I have never wondered about this question before." So he is wondering, you know, the gears are turning. Until now, should this particular game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, be made? Damn, man. The small glimpses I've seen of it so far tells me no. So that's a big no here, folks. And he says Activision is announcing today that Modern Warfare will ship on the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on October 25th. It is an important game for a corporation that has been weakened by the loss of its Destiny franchise and the fizzling of Skylanders. To date, Call of Duty has sold more than 300 million copies. This scene Benjamin showers is what he's trying to say. The publisher Infinity Ward Studio recently showed a part of the single-player campaign for an upcoming installment of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and it has scenes and gameplay in it that are very disturbing to him. It brings to mind the No Russian controversy, where civilians are mowed down in a Russian airport in 2009's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I was quite uncomfortable as I watched a gameplay demo of Modern Warfare, which is more than just a remake of 2007's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. The demo, which will be shown at the Electronic Entertainment Expo E3 game trade show in June, has two parts. In both cases, the safety of civilians comes into question. Now it looks like that we're gonna be getting a big gameplay at E3. Infinity Ward developers got up on stage at a recent event at the studio's headquarters in Southern California. Then they showed a press group the scenes. They warned us the game would be very happy. I cannot say certain words on YouTube, so gotta find alternatives. Authentic and gritty, no longer would be jumping about like superheroes. It is grounded in realistic modern combat, a complex world that mirrors our own. Activision says the game has an incredibly raw, gritty, proactive narrative that brings unrivaled intensity and shines a light on the changing nature of modern happiness. Yo, go Activision. The premise is that the rules of happiness have changed. It's not black and white, it's gray with a fine line between right and wrong, and yet undoubtedly this gritty single player campaign will be coupled with multiplayer combat where killing is a sport. If you put these things together with extreme realistic human characters, it becomes even more disturbing. Studio director Taylor and campaign, and here he describes the fact that what the devs said, because the devs really want this game to be authentic and realistic. As storytellers, all we ever really want to do is make players feel something. I can respect that. I remember playing the first Modern Warfare in the AC-130 mission. The aerial combat, you are firing down at enemies below, thermal vision, there is no consequence, they cannot hurt you. All you are hearing deadpan is lots of little pieces. That feeling I found profoundly uncomfortable. It felt too easy, it felt dishonorable, it felt wrong, but I understood I was protecting my allies. I understood why this tactic is used in real life. It made sense. For the first time I felt why it is emotionally uncomfortable, and then every time I saw it in the news from then on, I thought about that experience. That game made me think about the real world in a completely different way, and I 100% agree. Everyone has different emotions, and we all have emotional values and whatnot, and all we're talking about is just a video game and making people feel like this is not what we want in real life. Okay, there is always like a positive and negative of everything. What this game is trying to do is it want to tell us like this is actually bad, don't do that. This is what this game trying to tell us. This game trying to actually show us what actually happens, and you can go multiple different directions, you can make multiple different decisions, and the game is trying to tell us that there are always consequences, and don't do this. Play a video game, have fun, and understand how, like, they just want us to understand and make us feel something, right? We've done a ton of research coming into this game. What we determined in social commentary like that was always been in the DNA of Modern Warfare. We've sent researchers or research team around the world. Player told us that they want these emotional connections. They want complex, morally great characters. They want gameplay that feels like ripped from the headlines and delivers relevant, relatable, and proactive moments that only Modern Warfare would have the guts to show. For me, as a developer who wants to push the medium forward and do things people have never seen before, getting to work on a franchise, Modern Warfare, where that is expected, is a dream come true. Totally, man. We need like kids saying yay for this one. Hopefully that worked. But that is I can respect that. I respect that. And then he goes in the fact that in the first scene, attacks on central London, a team of British SAS operatives gathers in front of a townhouse that they suspect harbors a cell in a manner that resembles a raid in Rainbow Six Siege. They gather together to storm the house. The music is menacing, the military chatter is by the book, and the people look so real. If you pass by a TV with someone playing the game, you could easily mistake the game for a segment of a documentary about the war. This is what he said, and at the end, this is what he says, and like I said, I do not agree. Conclusion: Modern Warfare is not happy, but it's not a sea of happiness spraying everywhere. But sometimes the medium is the message. Sometimes the horror of a particular scene outweighs the point that you're trying to make. There may be a message in what the developers intend, but it might be overshadowed. This is supposed to be a video game. It will undoubtedly have a multiplayer element where players actually do that to each other for fun and have a fun time doing it. That's when we'll see that G's are the star of the show, and the incongruity of it all will be clear. The overall dramatic effect of the intense scenes should be memorable and artistic. The developers can fall back on the argument that this is our world, their game is ripped from the headlines, but this puts us on a slippery slope towards a lot of things. What about school? What about, do we want to put in those games because they exist in the real world? Honestly, it's just a video game. Obviously, no human in their right mind would ever wanna like say that yes, like okay, let's do that. No one in their right mind would do that. No one in their right mind would accept that this is just a video game that is trying to tell us that these things happen, they are bad. There is always the opposite side. They are truly gonna show us like what the soldiers and what the troopers have done for us the people, for us the heroes, you know. They truly want to show us that side too, because we never get to see that side. All we hear is that somebody did that. We never get to hear who did what to stop that or minimize the effects. This is what this game is trying to do. So in my opinion, totally do it. This preview requires us to trust the developer, but in this case, Infinity Ward has not delivered as well as its sister studios, Trek and Sledgehammer Games. The studio keeps skating closer to the edge in order to make us uncomfortable. We can view that cynically as gamers. We don't necessarily trust Infinity Ward to deliver an elevated experience given the pressure it is under. Sometimes you have to judge something on what just your eyes tell you, and my vote is that single-player campaign should not ship with these scenes. Bro, 30 years, by the way. 30 years, by the way. I do not know. Once again, I respect your point of view. I'm not even sure if I really respect your point of view, or I don't respect fully his point of view. I respect some part of it, and I disagree with it big time. Obviously, opposition is always needed, and in my opinion, I guess that we're gonna be seeing a lot of like journalists and a lot of media kind of blast this game in the future, and obviously everyone gonna have an opinion. Some will have like, you know, a good opinion, some will have a bad opinion, but opinions are opinions. Everybody has them. Infinity Ward, ship the campaign. Ship the campaign. Make the game raw AF. Make the community proud. Show the world that you are really trying to tell them that this is bad. Don't do that stuff in real life. There's always consequences. Show us the heroes who put their lives on the lines on a daily basis. For real, no memes. And yeah, that's it. Let me know your thoughts below. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos on the screen, and I will see you in the next one.